Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, the Arkansas RC Newbie, and on today's episode we have got the initial impressions of the Demon KR4 1/10 scale kit version. That's right, we're going to be opening this thing, doing a little unboxing for you, and I've never put together a kit in my life, so I'm going to try to do my best to follow instructions. But on today's episode we're going to see everything that comes in that box and something that maybe you guys can expect if you are purchasing this, or maybe if you already have it. Now, I have not found one episode or one video on YouTube yet of an English version of this. Apparently this thing is very hard to get, and it's from Cross RC. Actually, my dad won this thing in a raffle at an RC event, so very cool. He handed it down to me and he's like, hey, let's make this the scale build of the channel. A lot of the times we do a lot of crawling, right? We do some flying, we do a whole mixture of stuff, but we're gonna get this thing.
I don't know about handing it down. I mean, I'm going to allow you to build it.
He's going to allow me to build it, but I'm going to drive it. You guys already know. So we do a lot of crawling stuff and just a lot of modifying. But this one here, I'm actually excited about putting it together and just leaving it for what it is. We'll talk about some of the electronics and things that it comes with and things that it doesn't come with, and maybe we get you guys' insight on it as well. But man, if you guys are interested, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on. Stick around. We're even going to talk about the trailer this thing is going to be pulling, and let's get into it. It comes with a pretty legit owner's manual. I mean, there's a parts list, and as you can see here, everything you have to put together. I think the only thing that's put together on this, and I could be wrong, are going to be the axles, the front and rear axle. I think that's the only thing, but it is just so a little overwhelming, to be honest, you know, for the Arkansas RC newbie here. But we got a cool booklet. We do have some sticker options here. Looks like some cool little decals for the brake lights, headlights, and then of course we've got some decals to put on the inside of the body whenever we go to painting it, and that's going to be a whole nother episode, I'm sure. So first thing let's do here, we've got some, I believe these are 1.9-inch tires. Let's take a look at these guys, and the wheels are not beadlock wheels, so we're gonna have to actually glue them. They may be beadlock, I'm not sure. All I know is I've looked at the directions in the owner's manual, and you'll have to actually glue these on. Let's see, yeah, 1.9, so this is the 10th scale. Pretty cool looking wheel there, very sticky feeling. I'm not sure. You guys let me know in the comments, should I be using this foam and the wheels and everything how it's supposed to be, or should I take that foam out and maybe put like a dual sage or something, and I might feel a little bit better about that. Okay, now here is the motor and the gearbox I'm gonna go with. It's a Cross RC 35 turn brushed motor. All right, now most of the guys are probably going to be saying, hey, you need to get that thing and make it brushless, but we're going to go old school, and we're also going to keep with, as far as this, I think the only electronics actually comes with, we're going to be keeping this motor on there, and we'll figure out like an ESC and everything else to go with. Also, and it doesn't come with the battery, we'll have to figure that out. Then a pretty nice little gearbox here. The thing with this gearbox, which is interesting, on the back of the box actually shows different alignments that you can do coming from the front of the vehicle to the rear for less torque twist. We'll figure that out in the build. That's another thing I'm curious about. If you guys have any comments or any input as to how you think I should be putting this together throughout the episode, let me know over the different episodes regarding this. And what I mean by that is, I'm not a big fan, I know this is a complete kit, but I'm not a really big fan of watching people put together stuff. If you notice on a lot of my videos, I do a lot of jump cuts, and I'll do a lot of fast forwarding while I'm talking and showing what I'm talking about. And I just don't think it would be the greatest, you know, I don't really want to string it out too much for building this and showing every bolt by bolt. So if you guys have any opinions on how maybe we should do it, start with the chassis first or the suspension or whatever, let me know in the comments, please. Don't forget to hit that like button while we're at it. Now we have a bunch of options here, which I do like about this. Here is the, we've got two different front grills that we can use, and I think this thing has lights with it. We'll see if we're gonna get to the lights. We do have some bumpers, and I do plan on pulling my AMK trailer with this, and the downside is it does not have a receiver hitch. So that will be some modifications we will be doing to this, probably making a little bitty square back there when we get this thing completely built up. It looks like we've got, now are these called mud flaps? I'm not too sure. Not mud flaps, but maybe fender liners, inside fender liners or wheel well liners. I don't really like these. We're gonna get to that part during the build. It looks like it actually has shock mounts on the insides. I'm not too sure about this, never done this before, but I'm not too sure if I want to keep these, because I know whenever you're crawling, a lot of the times these guys right here get in the way. If you notice, we have a lot of open wheel style. That looks to be maybe a battery tray there. And on the battery, we'll probably see what my ESC can handle whenever we get to that portion as well. If it can handle a 2S or a 3S, we'll probably be running a 2S in here. I think I got some pretty cool 2S batteries. All right, now we've got some light bezels, all right, for the rear. Yeah, it looks like for the rear cab portion, light bezels, or we've got some really neat little like brushed guards, you know, like they do like in like the Jeeps and different crawlers like that. I'd say this body's probably based off of a Bronco. Of course, it doesn't use the Bronco name, but it looks like an older Bronco. Looks like we've got some sliders here, again, to go around that chassis, just to make it big and bulky and probably a little bit heavier. And then we've got like a little step rail or something. Just super detailed. Okay, maybe I was wrong about the bumper, so check this out. That right there is a receiver hitch. Now how that's going to go mounted on there, I'm not sure, but very cool. So we do have a receiver hitch to go. Looks like we maybe got some body post mounts as well. Again, guys, let me know. That's going to be my biggest hang up on this, is where to start. You know, where to start on this build. It's just a whole lot going on. Where to start and just really how to lay it out. Of course, it's my channel, the Arkansas RC Newbie, but I like to get as much input from you guys as possible on it. Just keep things interesting, you know. Okay, now we have the wheel set here. The wheel set is not going to be a beadlock wheel set. Looks like we actually just have this little face plate here. And again, these are plastic, I guess, on the next level up, the KR4C, is it? Or the KR4A. You actually get metal wheels. These guys here are complete plastic. We're gonna have to super glue the tires on there, which I'm nervous about. We might look at a different option on there. Again, I want to keep this thing pretty stock, but I'm guessing we'll have to paint these. We've got some mirrors and some windshield wipers inside that box there. All right, we've got some Cross RC drive shafts. Okay, now these are the really cool drive shafts. It's not like that dog bone style. They're actually kind of get a whole bunch of movement in there, so I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. That's kind of an upgraded part there, so they feel pretty hefty as well. Steel. All right, now we have got the, let's see, everything is really nice and labeled. And if you look at the, if you guys have this build or when we get to it, if you look at the little tag number here where it's labeled, inside of the menu or the instruction booklet, it has everything listed, what it is included in there and how many of them there should be. Hopefully we got some extra parts, because I'm sure we'll be dropping some stuff. But that is your, was it like either 68 or a 72 millimeter or something like that, to basically like the little ladder action, little ladder parts on your chassis. I'm pretty sure that's what those are. We'll have to put some Loctite around those. Some mounting hardware. We have got some eyelets, different things like that, more hardware. And I think this is for the grill right here, if I'm not mistaken. That's kind of cool. It gives you an option to put an actual little stainless steel grill in there. Again, man, this thing is just super scale, and I am so looking forward to putting this thing together. It's just going to be a lot. All right, hopefully we do have some LED headlights or tail lights. I'm not sure which ones those are. Maybe they're just like kind of a universal type deal. A little clear light bezels there, light covers. We've got some stickers, some double-sided tape in here. We're almost done going through this, guys. All right, now here, that is, wow, that's a lot there. We've got some shocks. These are oil shocks, aluminum bore shocks. I'm not sure, they look to be maybe 50 or 60 millimeters at most. They're pretty tiny back there, if you guys can see the stanchions. Yellow shocks, pretty interesting. We'll have to build those completely from the ground up. You know, at least, I mean, I know this is a builder's kit. I'm not gonna hate on them for not putting those together, but I would like for those to be put together, because I cannot bleed shocks to save my life. So we have got all that. Now let's look at this body. All right, we'll have to do all the cutting and trimming all on our own, I guess, and I'm nervous, always nervous about painting something, especially this, because I want to do a really good job. We can see here that whole front grille portion is completely cut out and already beveled for, so that's pretty neat, because that keeps us from having to drill holes and cut into it and just make some damages or some easy spots to kind of split. So I'm glad they did do that for us. Also, they did it for us on the mirrors. And I believe that is it. Of course, the body post mounts. Really, well, we're going to be doing scale on this, but I don't like to see this whenever I'm dealing with a crawler or something like that that's already pre-drilled, because most of the time I'm chopping it, modifying it anyway. But this one here, again, we will be keeping it pretty much stock. I'm wondering, maybe we'll probably do something different on the inserts on the wheels when we get to it, but most likely everything else will be stock. So that's going to be everything that this build comes with, which is a massive amount. Luckily for me, the booklet did come with this, and it's going to be very a tedious job. We want to do a good job on it. You guys got any opinions, again, any comments on how the build should go? I'd appreciate that. Or maybe some colors, you know, something that we can look forward to in the end. The end game there, maybe orange. I was thinking maybe orange and white, kind of keep it classic. Keep it a little classy. Maybe something really similar to this. I love the looks of that. Maybe like a two-tone white throughout the doors. Would be kind of interesting, but you guys can see there the wheels are white, and that grill's a set-in grill with the little stainless steel behind it. So very cool. Man, appreciate you guys watching as always. I'm the Arkansas RC newbie, and turn those notifications on. This will be my scale rig. Really looking forward to it, guys. But that's it for now. We will see you guys on the next episode.